Hi, so today we'll be playtesting a game called There Is More. So upon reviewing it on the Steam page, it is a roguelike survival game. And I have played it for a few minutes just to get the feel of the game. I survived one night of the game. And yeah, I just surrendered and have my character or my run end and see what the meta progression is like. But yeah, before we discuss further, let's go ahead and launch the game. Okay. Bite Beyond. There's so yeah, there is a witty title to have. So yeah, for the demo, there's only the first 3 days and nights, and there's a limit to where you can explore. Some skills and spells are already unlocked from the get-go, although I'm not entirely sure what's the actual starting spells that you have because you have access to quite some powerful spells early on. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and start. Okay, so yeah, I gotta upgrade my gear first before I start mining. So yeah, this actually reminds me of some old Flash games where you mine to get stronger so you can go deeper, but it has a combination of defending your core, defending your base every night. So there is a day and night cycle in the game, which is really cool. It's a good mechanic to have. You farm or you dig during the day and then you defend during the night, which is always a good concept to have. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and upgrade my starting gear. Okay, so in the game there you can dig down during the day and just farm some ore so that you can get currency to upgrade your gear so that you can defend better during the night. So what I did earlier was just dig as much as I can. Found a chest. Some chest. You can sometimes find chests underground and get some gear, which is nice. Although it is a bit hard to find them easily. So the mechanics are cool so far. It's not that complex. I do see that my bindings are saved, like the spells that I binded on my earlier run is still carried over for this one, which is really cool. It's pretty convenient since I do want to have what do you call this, the bindings as is. So I thought that normally in a game like this, whenever you start a normal run or another run, the game resets your skill bar, but for this one it actually saves it, which is really nice. So that way I don't have to rebind, like the steel ladder is still the one in Q. So and my potion is E and the spells are still SS. So that's really helpful. So normally when you first play through the game, when you hit like the dirt, it's not a one hit break. It normally takes two. It is a bit confusing at first. Like I got a bit confused for a second when I was hitting it, and then I stopped, and then it recovered. Like the dirt fully recovered, so I have to hit it twice again. So yeah, it took me a second to realize that if you're hitting something, if you're trying to break something, it actually needs to be broken, or else it will recover. It will start to recover, and you will have to hit it twice, or however many times you need to hit it before it breaks. I'll just place some ladder here. So like, let's say for example, let's see here. See, like that. I got a bit confused because I was just hitting the dirt like that, so I was confused as to why it was recovering. It would be cool if you're able to stop it from recovering. Like if you hit it once, and then you hit it again, it's just gonna break, or the damage is consistent. It would feel a bit better that way, because sometimes just hitting it once and then it's recovering to full, it kind of feels a bit off. Like these little feelings of inventory's full. So these feelings of like there's something off about the game, it can add up and make the players feel a bit confused. So it's always good to just have this little quality of life of just having the damage stick. So far, the artwork, I'm pretty sure these are all hand-drawn, which is really cute. It looks cool. It looks nice. I do hope that the dash doesn't cost mana, though. It is fun to spam. I do wish it uses up stamina instead. But yeah, I do understand why it costs mana, but if the dash costs mana, then I hope at least there is a very, very slow mana regen mechanic in the game. Place the ladder on your stick. That's cool. Like, the mana here is just, I believe this is just the maximum mana, it's not really regen. But having mana regen here on the upgrades like added on would be pretty cool. Like, you know, like half a point of mana per second, and then upgrading it to 1, like a 0.5 upgrade per upgrade would be cool. Because yeah, the mana potion is really useful. It doesn't have to be, the mana regen doesn't really have to be really strong. It's just something that can help with maintaining the dashes, because the dash is really fun to use. It helps a lot, but the mana not recovering like at all, it does feel a bit off. Even like a 0.25 mana regen is fine, just so you have a little bit of regen going on, because I know mana or resource management is important, especially when nighttime comes. The amount you regen before you go to the defense mode or the night mode is based on how early you're gonna start the night, and based on how early you start the night, you recover some. I forgot to turn off my light. You recover some sanity, mana, and some health. So it would be nice to have a little bit of mana regen. Like, not it doesn't need to be a lot. It's just that so whenever you dash or whenever a player dashes, it has some recovery. You can adjust, like if you want, you can adjust the mana cost of skills to avoid like having the mana regen feel a bit too strong. Also, digging upwards, I'm not sure why it's not part of the game. From what I understand, or from what I like think is the purpose of not being able to dig upwards, is that so that the ladders become more useful, instead of a player digging like stairs like this from the ground up. Like if you dig on the side and then you want to get up, instead of going to the main route that you take, you should probably like you can just dig stairs upwards. I'm not sure if that was the purpose of it, or if it's like a technical limit. But yeah, digging upward would be pretty good. Like it's a nice quality of life as well, rather than just being able to dig down. Like I know there's a spell that allows you to dig up, but that continuously digs up, and that's not always useful, you know, like this. And sometimes there's some what do you call this? There's some ores, or there's some dirt left, or you know, there are some things left that you want to dig up to, but you can't. You'll have to either go a different route, or it simply can't be accessible. Like for example, this one, like this ore that's currently above me, there's no way for me to access this anymore unless I go upwards, like here, and then go this way and then go down, because there is some limits to how you can maneuver in the game as well, and sometimes it takes a while to maneuver around. Okay, let's just get some silver before we start defending for the night. Oh, inventory's full. Start still some silver. Yeah, see, you do have a stamina for wall jumping, so I hope like you can implement some sort of a um, mechanic that instead of using mana, it just uses stamina whenever you're sprinting or whenever you're dashing. Okay. I feel like I should just upgrade this. Like the economic upgrades are more beneficial. So since it's just the first night, it's not really that hard to fight the enemies, or from what I've experienced so far, it's not really that hard. So I'll go ahead. Yeah, so this is a nice mechanic. Like, the earlier you start the waves, the more you recover for free for both health and mana. The health, it doesn't really matter that much, I guess, because there are only a few things, or at least so far, I've only encountered a few things that would reduce your health during the mining phase, which are basically the traps that you encounter underground. But other than that, I don't think there's much enemies or anything that would reduce your health. So I have to admit, the visuals for that enemy looks really cool. I'm not sure if it fits the aesthetic of the game, because the slime is kind of fitting, for medieval RPG games. It's very, very normal to have slime enemies, but that other enemy, like the alien looking one, it looks cool, but it doesn't necessarily look fitting for what the game is set on. Maybe a zombie or a ghoul. I'm guessing that's what it's supposed to look like. Like, it's more on a zombie or a ghoul type of enemy, but it does resemble aliens a bit too much. Yeah, see, especially with the blue and green coloring, and then the white one, the white head. Yeah. So gain runes. So runes are for spells. That's cool. Like, you unlock it based on, like, it's the meta progression is done well. I don't really have any complaints with how the meta progression is, especially after seeing the skill tree. Then I'm okay with that. You lose some of the skill points, just so it's not that easy to build up, which is totally fine with me. So if I choose to recover, I'm just gonna choose to stay up during the night, just so I have more time to farm or to dig around. I forgot I unlocked a different spell earlier after my first one. So where is it? Where is it? I believe I saw that I unlocked a spell during my first run, but I don't see it anywhere. It's like it looked like something that had a cross. It doesn't seem to be here, so yeah, I'll just go ahead and go about my day. Let's see. Let's just continue to dig. Oh, okay, so there's fall damage. Okay. Is that fall damage? Oh no, it's not. I probably just got hit by an alien earlier. Okay. So yeah, the color of the portal is a nice nod to Valve's Portal game, so that's really cool. Oops. So yeah, the game feels okay. Like, it's not the best. It can feel a bit clunky at times, especially like if I'm walking like rapidly, and if I'm trying to dig. See, like, I'm here and it's not hitting. It does feel a bit weird, but that's okay. It's not that impactful. But again, when it comes to development, or when it comes to creating games, these little details, these little things that makes it feel nicer, it adds up to make the players feel to make the players have more fun with playing the game. So yeah, just a little message with regards to details, the little qualities of life, little extra details or effort. I do understand that this is an indie game, and I understand that it's not easy to completely have a full game. But so far, mechanics wise, gameplay wise, the game feels pretty good for what it's trying to do. It does it really well. Okay, so inventory's full. Let's go up. Do I have? No, I don't have steel ladders yet. I should have placed the other portal up here. If I placed another portal, would it overwrite the first one, like the yellow one? Is that the one? Oh no, it doesn't. Actually have to wait for it to go on cooldown. I guess that's the expiration time of the first one. Okay, so 7,000. Pretty sure I need 8 for the energy. Oh, it's 10. Okay. 2 more. So yeah, the upgrade seems to be... I'm not sure if this is worth it, like upgrading to 19 ores for this much. Like just to have 3 more ores get it over. It might be a bit too steep to upgrade it by this much. Especially the next one, like 22 ores for 32,000. That's a bit much, but there might be ores that have a lot more value later on, so I'll just have to wait and see until I get to those ores. Okay, so I have to discover the minecart step. That's cool. It actually returns. That's nice. That's a nice little detail. If you replace it with a different ladder, it recovers. It returns the replaced ladder back to you. I'm curious as to how, if I do this, I can't dig it from the side. So you're committing to whatever pattern you're going through. Like, if you're going through like the specific pattern, like you're committing to it already. And yeah, I understand that that's something that's done, that might have been done by design. Okay, I'm almost out of lanterns. So yeah, I'm okay with the insanity mechanic. That's fine. It's just so it reminds you to go up every now and then, not just to keep going down, down, down. Okay, so it does overwrite the last one that we placed. Let's replace these ones by steel, just so it's a lot easier to get up. I understand that I can replace like the ores that I'm getting, but using I don't need to. But just getting as much as possible. Like the price differences isn't that big that I would need to what do you call this? That I wouldn't need to drop the ores. I would rather just like get as much of them as possible. Like as many of them as possible, and then just keep trading them in. Okay, I should probably return after getting these ether just so I can replace the yellow portal again, or else I might get in trouble. Please tell me it's still open. Okay. Okay, let's just reset the duration. So yeah, it's nice that it actually has quite a bit of time before it resets. So I might have done it I think a bit too early, but it's okay. You can never be too paranoid when it comes to that because it is a long way out from where I am right now. I haven't seen a chest yet. That's a big snail. Okay. So yeah, so far the game feels great. I don't see ladder as something that's useful all the time. Like sometimes wall jumping is enough. I do think there is a limit to how much you can wall jump, which I understand. It is for the ladder. But yeah, other than wall jumping, I'm not sure if there's anything stamina needs. Is it for the sword? Oh, it is for the sword. Yeah, I guess dashing actually is my main wish that the stamina is for. Because having it use up mana is, especially mana that doesn't recover, is a bit, it can be a bit punishing. Because a lot of spells use up mana, and if it doesn't recover, then yeah, I don't really need health potions. Or so far, I haven't seen the need for it. I can just recover it when the night phase starts. But when it comes to recovering mana, I feel like that's more crucial. So I'm just gonna keep filling myself up with mana potions. Insanity potions doesn't really do that much. I actually still haven't seen what insanity does when it's fully depleted. But I'm guessing it's definitely not something that's good. See, even there's an energy upgrade, but it's mostly just for the sword. But even during night, it feels way better to just fight with magic than my sword, unless some enemies get too close. I really don't see this being worth that much. Rather just get this, and then probably weapon or some mana upgrade would be good. If for the mana upgrade to be useful as well, I would suggest having the mana potion recover percentage based rather than flat, because as of the moment, there's not really much that would eat up like the majority of your mana if I upgraded it. Is there a cooldown for this? Oh, yeah, there is. Okay, I guess that's useful. Like, that makes the upgrade a bit more useful. Okay. Let's see what else we can have here. Ether. So far, I believe Ether's the most expensive for I've got. Which is nice. Oh, I should probably need to upgrade my pickaxe. If it's taking me like 2 hits, that's not good. It slows me down by a bit. Yeah, so meta progression so far for the game, it actually feels really good. I like that there are some things that are hidden, and it's not shown to me immediately until I unlock the prerequisite or the ones before it. So it leaves a nice surprise. Like if I unlock something, there might be something hidden instead of being able to see everything. I guess that's just, it depends on what flavor you want that type of mechanic or unlocks to be. But I enjoy like the hidden, the future unlocks are hidden. Okay, so that was a close one. Oh, you can, okay. See, there's a sprint while climbing, which which is nice. I actually didn't know that. There's a sprint climbing, which is nice. Okay. So yeah, I haven't actually read this yet. Control it. Okay. Double check to save ladders. Nighttime. Right from the depths. Okay. Okay. I probably should have looked at the survival guide, but yeah. There will be cases where some players don't really look at it, or would like say, that they would just say they would rather just start the game instead of looking at tutorials. So yeah, I probably should have looked at that one earlier. But yeah, being able to sprint with the ladder is nice, but yeah, I do hope that the dash is stamina based as well. Just allow me just up here. So far, my favorite ability or spell is this arcing. Oh, there's so much. Can I touch that? Oh, but it's my wall. That's a nice little effect, the slow motion. It reminds me of Kill Zone. Or no, Killing Floor. When you headshot a zombie, sometimes there's a chance that you enter a slow motion phase. I have it. So do I have to press? Does it move? It does, but only by a little bit. Okay, like to survive. Stay up instead of sleeping. Again, it's just more efficient that way. I don't see any need for me to fully recover, unless the night became a bit more hectic. It would be cool if you're able to build stuff during the night. Like if you reserve like some gold to repair or put up some towers, or maybe even recruit. But I guess limit wise. Oh no. Limit wise, it's okay to just stick to at least the wall and then probably a tower just to help you out a bit. But yeah. So yeah, the game feels good. It feels really smooth, somewhat. Like even for the graphics that it does, I believe this. Yeah, the walking animation is like I can't really tell how many frames it is, but it's not 16. It's not that smooth. Is it 4? Yeah, I believe the frames for the walking animation is there's just 4 images. So even if it's like that, it's fine. It feels smooth enough. Whoa. Okay, that blew up a lot, the entire place. Okay, so there was a bit of frame drop there. Yeah, there are some cases where the frames of the game drop a bit. It has happened earlier. For any like explosive or any effects similar to that, I believe I tried this spell, the explosive orb, and it did drop my flame just a bit. they're up there. So the lantern mechanic, like I'm not gonna worry about that anymore. I have the expensive or extended duration oil. Does the game have achievements? I know it doesn't. Okay. So there's no achievements for the game. It's fine. It doesn't have to be. Yeah, sometimes people do like having achievements in their games just so they have a goal to go towards to, you know, reach this specific death or survive this many nights, or you know, special conditions like that. Doesn't seem to be any ores down here anymore, which is kind of weird. I'm not sure if this is intended, but I'm only like 1,000 in depth. But I believe the limit for the demo is supposed to be 2,000, but yeah, it doesn't seem to be. The game didn't seem to generate any ores like up below 1,000 meters. Maybe it's just my luck. Like the RNG, the procedurally generated map didn't just give me any ores down here, which is kind of bad because, you know, that means I'm limited to just up here. So I guess I can just go up to 2,000, but the ores that I'm gonna get is just limited to here, to like above above 1,000 meters or less than 1,000 meters. Gotta find that right. Okay, I can dig this one. Let's go this way. That something blew up. Okay, so yeah, I guess going down doesn't really benefit me that much anymore. Let's see, let's try. My portal expired. Oh no, it expired. I gotta go up the normal way. Gonna keep digging down and see what happens, just so I can at least have this portal be a little bit useful. It is a bit slow though. I just realized that the digging downward is a bit slow. So yeah, there's anything below, I believe 800 meters, there's no more ores that's generating. So I'm pretty sure I went both left and right side end of 1,000 meters and I haven't seen a single ore down here. So yeah, I'm just gonna limit test and hopefully I get there before my portal expires, or else I'm gonna have to emergency exit. Night is approaching quite a bit. Alright, I have this spot. Thank you. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything down here anymore. So yeah, I would suggest in the demo or in the welcoming post, or yeah, the demo post, just to inform the players that anything below 1,000 doesn't really generate ores, unless this is a bug. Because yeah, anything below 8 or anything exceeding 800 meters away doesn't provide or doesn't generate any ore. This is 120, right? Maybe I can cast this one more time. 2,000. I'm not gonna cast it again because I don't have mana potion. I won't be able to get out if. Yeah, so you can exceed it, but again, there's nothing after it. So yeah, I believe that it might have been a bug that you can't earn anything or you can't gain anything after the 800 meter limit. Like the game actually doesn't generate any more loot or ores. Okay. So I'm just gonna get rid of the coal so I can get more silver. Oh no, I don't have any ladders too. I just realized that. That's bad. Not a good idea. Oh. No. Yeah, this is not gonna work. I'm gonna run out of ladders. I have gold, but yeah, it's too far up. I didn't monitor my ladders. I don't have mana potions. I gotta buy, sell my ores. Get mana potions quick. I made it out. Start the night. I believe this is the last night for the demo. Oh, oh, I can't. The damage carries over. That's a bit difficult then. Oh, that's nice. Recover mana from this. Yeah, there's a big frame drop when you use explosions. Explosive ores. It's icy cold. This one's cool. Like the rain of arrows. I find that really cool. Cooldowns. position directly with direct key when casting. I'm still not sure how to use this properly. Okay. Oh, it suffers damage based on enemy impact. Okay. Oh, okay, that was bad. Just realized I kind of look like Goblin Slayer. That's cool. Okay. So yeah, there's going to be boss fights, deeper underground mechanics. Okay. So yeah, I can go ahead and mission. Into the game over screen. Let's go ahead. Got 5 runes for surviving, and I believe I got a few. Oh, okay. So that's how the rune unlock works. Okay, that wasn't very clear for me. I thought the only thing I saw was this wrench-looking thing at first. So it was actually you need 4 runes to unlock spell. That's okay. Okay, so we got about 300 skill points. I was able to get 4 from my previous run. I feel like this would be a very good upgrade. This would be good for meta progression, but yeah, it's also gonna be a diminishing return, which is kind of a thing in roguelikes, that there is a skill that has diminishing returns and makes people like kind of want to invest in it at first, but it might end up like actually just being not worth it at all. But you know, that depends on your run. But yeah, I'll go ahead and sacrifice it. Okay, so yeah, there is more. So the game feels good. It runs pretty good, except for the explosions. Whenever you explode things, the frame tanks by a lot, but then it recovers and runs normally again. So yeah, being able to mine like I remember the old Flash games that I used to play where I just dig down and improve my whatever digging rig or the person or the tools, or I believe there was even one with a machine uh, that would dig for you. So those types of games have always been fun. Adding in a mechanic of defense, especially during day and night cycle, is actually good too. A mechanic for defense, but I do wish there is more towards the defense mechanic, because the mining mechanic is good as is. It's working properly. More you just need to add a variety of ores whenever you go deeper. Probably fix the bug where there's no ore spawning past the 800-meter mark, because yeah, that does feel a bit off. The once you hit the 800-meter mark, there's no more ores down there. I would expect that, you know, for these types of games, you would expect that the deeper you go, the more valuable or even the more common ores become. I was expecting like Aether to become more and more common, which is what happened to the other ores when by the time you reach like the area of the Aether, like 500 meters onwards. The other ores became more common: the silver, iron, and even the copper ones. Coal was just everywhere. But it was nice that it also turned into a point where coal was becoming less common, because it's being overwritten by iron and by whatever next tier of ore there were. So yeah, that functions good. So the day cycle, the day part is actually already good. I enjoy the portal mechanic, the portal ability a lot. Of course, I understand that these things aren't going to be available from the very beginning, as you mentioned by the demo post, that uh, these skills are unlocked just for the sake of the demo. So yeah, the ladder things would be very good for what do you call this? The initial part. Like you would have to plant ladders. Survival guide is actually good. It is useful. Being not able to dig upward is still somewhat a bit questionable, but I really do understand the reason for it. It's just to avoid being able to just create a ladder. So you could just go ahead and drop a ladder, or sorry, create a set of stairs. So you just drop a ladder and then go about. Um, what else? Yeah, I don't think I've encountered any bugs yet. Uh, except for the past 800 meters or stop generating and all that. I'm not sure if that's a bug or if that was intended, but I would think it's a bug if because you mentioned that the limit is supposed to be 2,000. So I would expect that there were a lot of ores by that point, and then it would stop afterwards. Like I understand that, but it stopped by the 800-meter mark. So yeah, the game feels smooth. The light mechanic is okay. The lantern mechanic is okay. It's basically like a fuel that connects with the insanity mechanic, which is nice. I do. I'm not sure if you're able to fight the sanity worm, or I forgot what it's called. What it was called based on the survival guide. What's it called? Mhm. The nightmare worm. Okay, so yeah, the nightmare worm. I do hope that you might be able to fight it. Of course, I understand if you're not. It's supposed to be something that would um, would would instruct fear into just letting your sanity drop to zero, just so you have to maintain your resources with the lamp and all. So yeah, it's a good the lamp mechanic is, or the sanity and then the light mechanic is a good sink for your money, just so you don't just mainly throw everything in the upgrade. Especially if once you have the portal ability, the ladder isn't really that useful anymore if you're able to keep up with it. And especially after unlocking the minecart, if you're able to see a minecart, then yeah, the ladder just becomes a bit more obsolete. But yeah, so far the game feels good. The core part of the game is already working very well, and all of the mechanics blend in together really well. Of course, a lot of quality of life can be added into the game. Especially, I still would like the dash to be stamina based instead of mana based. Um, especially if you're planning on not providing the players passive mana regeneration, because I saw in the night mode that the tower there gives you mana regeneration. So if that's going to be a thing for the night mode, then I just hope that dash can be a stamina thing, just so it's a lot easier to use during the day, because I wanted to use it but I avoided because it does eat up quite a bit of mana. So yeah, what else? Yeah, so far so good. I didn't get to see a minecart though, but I believe it's just a fast travel mechanic that allows you to teleport for a small fee. So I guess there's gonna be gold um, that would eat. It's basically a gold sink for what do you call this? For just a fast travel up and down, which is this is pretty good. Just in case I mess up, like the player messes up the portal mechanic again, then they can just create a set of ladders towards the minecart. Um, what else? I believe a map would be a good quality of life added. If that's being planned, like a Terraria like map, just being able to see where you are and what ores. would be color coded in the map would be okay, but just being able to see yourself in the map would be cool too if you're able to do that as a mechanic. Let's see what else. Oh wait, are the stuff carried over? Oh no, it's because of the gear upgrade that I got. Okay. Actually, I want to try this before I end the playtest. Ask you. Okay, so it actually damages you. Okay. This can actually. Could this actually hard lock me? Okay, this still is right. Okay. So yeah, this is probably just, you know, gamer intrusive thoughts type of deal. Like you block yourself out from being able to access this. I believe you're still able to after. Oh no. Yeah, if you just place a ladder on them, it'll be fine. You're still gonna be able to access it. Okay. So yeah, the game again. The game is overall like really good already. Like the core part, it's working, it's functioning. Just some quality of life added, a couple of bug fixes to do, especially with the random generation, because I believe that's what caused the empty space. But other than that, yeah, the game is fun. It has its mechanics done right. I do hope that it's a lot smoother later on. Optimization for the movement and all that, and a bit of spacing, like the mining distance from the player, could use a bit of additions. Like it would be good to add a bit more, or else it feels a bit awkward at times that I'm a little bit farther than to the wall than I would normally be. But I'm already not able to dig to it. So yeah, there's more. Hope to see it improve in the future. Can't wait to see it released, or even just the demo updates. But yeah, thanks for letting me play test, and yeah, have a good day.